right? But he has had him in an AFC Championship game. They've done some great things together. I do not think you dismantle this relationship.
But here's what you can say. If they don't turn it around here in the final 2 weeks, and they play at Green Bay Saturday night,
Nick Folk ready to do the honors.
In the regular season.
And away we go from East Rutherford.
On Saturday night in a game that
is this at the 6. They've got a little burst so far. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's 3rd overall pick. He started 12 games last year as a rookie, and that's Drake May.
Kate, you watch Drake play this game, and he checks every box you want for a franchise quarterback. Tall, athletic, great arm. Now he's got to take all that wonderful potential into week-to-week productivity.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
And the 2 weeks that we're about to see will have
they'll run it with Travion Henderson. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
On the gun, it's May. Complete to Diggs out left. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Patriots will have a first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
First down, May. Has him on a quick hitter. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
So, yes, I like the 49.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
You mentioned in my meeting, I haven't punted in 2 games of what they're doing. But I'm still looking at Seattle.
Trying an inside give to Henderson. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
19 yards. And the Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Who needs this win more?
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Hits him on the out route. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
By the way, you're going to play and beat 2 teams.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Being the Bears and the Seahawks, potentially, and just showing a division opponent, anytime you play them, you want to beat.
May's going to take it himself.
They got a way to
and he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Drake made the touchdown.
Of being able to literally stay at home through the Super Bowl.
My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1. More times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Is needing to continue.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after.
That win the last week was phenomenal. Right? You make that
extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
We have enough to go get it done. Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams in their first year. This was supposed to be a team that maybe not this year, guys, but we know that this quarterback and this head coach comparison should pay its dividends based on what we believed about Ben Johnson coming from Detroit. There's a lot at stake for me with the Bears now and going forward, being in this particular situation. And make no mistake about it, we were just there Monday night with San Francisco, obviously in Indianapolis. San Francisco is still held on.
Now Borregales on to send it away.
It's the thing that derailed this team from being one of the teams that we talk about.
Here's Isaiah Davis on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So now it's the Jets getting out on offense for their opening drive. They're led out by a respected veteran now in year 15 here in the NFL, Teron Taylor.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
Throwing, Taylor. He connects with the rookie from LSU. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Here's Taylor to throw. Locates Adonai Mitchell. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
That's going to open it up for your receiving crew, right?
First down, play action.
Smith is going to have a big day because it opens up.
That's caught. It's Brees Hall. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And still work your way through the middle of that defense.
2nd and 3 now.
And continue to extend drives. That's just as effective, but I would like to see Barkley, the commitment to the run.
Just like
to the air, Taylor. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the sack forces are now tough for 3rd down.
Dude, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroyed that play, they destroyed drives. Well done, defense.
If you're Buffalo, you've got your linebackers have to play downhill in a hurry. You cannot let him get to you 4 and 5 yards deep, where then he hasn't been touched. Where all of a sudden now
this drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. 3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes it down to the 33. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a Jets first down.
Both are back at the Ravens.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33. From the gun, it's Hall. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Gibbons in on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Business of winning championships, and you're sitting there and you think and you believe
Here's Hall running his own read.
Then I think you have to consider all
down to the 10.
I'm not saying they should trade.
And this is going to be a New York touchdown.
It is time to
the Jets finish off their opening drive.
Is that a rubber stamp?
Brees Hall with the touchdown.
And considering how difficult it was,
that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
With the quarterback, I think it's a conversation that I don't think it is insane to think about having.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets start off well to tie things 7-7.
If he doesn't get his team into the postseason, are you giving him a pass?
I am, absolutely. He's been injured a lot this year. I don't think they lost the game on Sunday because he was out, by the way, because they did have a 24-13 lead with 12 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Huntley had one series where you can say it's a little shaky. They had an 11-point lead in the 4th quarter at home, win the game. You can't blame it on the wall. You didn't have the quarterback win the game. But I am.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away.
This is a change for me. He's missed a lot of games. How many games? 5, 6
On the
games?
return, here's Travion Henderson.
Not 100%. Henry fumbled against.
He stopped on the run back at the 27. Well, Brock, this game, like all of our games this week, one piece of our John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. The way that the NFL and all of us here at EA Sports honor a legendary figure in the history of this game on a holiday he held dear. So for Brock, myself, everybody on our great EA Sports crew, hope you had an excellent Thanksgiving, everybody, and a great weekend of football. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10.
So should the league get a pass? I don't know. I'm not sure what we should do, but it's a problem.
After play action, May. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. So it'll be 2nd down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
They cobbled together a yard there. Quincy Williams making the tackle.
We know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
3rd down, line to gain, 9 yards out. They'll air it out on 3rd. Finds the in route, complete. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a New England 1st down.
Yesterday, that's not Malik Willis. In fact, he's developed so much in Green Bay. It's been really
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Around the league. I think for Baltimore, it starts
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
He does add so much to this run game. They'll run zone read with him. They'll run power. He'll scramble out of empty.
It's Henderson on the give. And he will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You give him one-on-ones by selling out and stacking the box. He threw that beautiful go ball last week.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So a fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Increasingly impressive every time I've seen him in Green Bay.
Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. Ooh, he made most of that one. Didn't he give him 9 yards on that 1st down carry?
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down.
Even though they've lost a couple games here down the stretch.
Here he is on 2nd and inches. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Henderson here from the gun. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line. He was tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball and put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's May to the air. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
A 36-yard attempt.
Boregalis connects. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
That's why he's getting Rex off the desk. He's going to be the Monday guy.
I love Amon-Ra St. Brown, but if you could trade him to Denver for one of their pass rushers like Jonathan Cooper, I would do it. Look, Ryan Branch and Kirby Joseph.
Now Boregalis on to send it away.
For them to get to where they want to go, they need another edge rusher opposite Aiden Hutchinson.
On the return, here comes Kene Wangu.
A whole bunch of other offensive weapons.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this, I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10.
This guy. Oh, he's one of my favorite players.
Don't listen to him.
They'll go play action. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
We've set it downs from 37.
Those dudes in the locker room are worth so much more than any production number. He is the guy.
They're going to run out of the pistol with Hall. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They gain 11 on that play, and it's good for a New York first down.
No, sir.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
It happens. So I can see what
Here's Taylor. On the slant, complete to Johnson. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Jets first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So first down from the 41.
Well, I think first off, the reason I wouldn't compare him to Sam Darnold is because he's
Taylor now.
Than Sam Darnold has.
Set up the screen here for Hall. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Think back to last year against the Washington Commanders. And
now he'll throw off the play fake.
In that game, and now you're going to look at a much
and his perfect start is over. That's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
And their defense
no connection on the last play, and out third down.
For Jared Goff. And this is an organization, this is a head coach, this is a general manager that has put the ultimate trust in Jared Goff to be able to elevate
to the air on third and long.
Yesterday, he let them down.
Going deep here for the end zone. This is going to be hit by a defender and knocked away. Incomplete as the end zone look comes up empty, Brock. They've got a fourth down decision to make.
Pete, good morning. We
didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Michigan fired Sharon Moore that Wednesday night. And in that time, Michigan...
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Right now that I think are in their crosshairs, and that's Eli Drinkwitz, the Missouri coach, Jed Fish, the Washington coach, and obviously soon-to-be former Utah coach Kyle Whittingham. Those are considered gettable coaches.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away.
Drinkwitz has a bowl game on the 27th.
Here's a return from the 7. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
It's all high-stakes game.
The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well.
My understanding is Brown was not in that initial list of candidates that Michigan did talk to. There's certainly potential they could talk to him, but he was not in their initial target list.
Early on, it felt as if Michigan clearly coveted Alabama head coach Kalen DeBoer. What's the latest there? Are they still interested in trying to
working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Joe, every day that goes by, the chance increases that Michigan could.
Quick throw completed by May.
Yeah, Lewis mentioned the risk.
They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Patriots will have a first down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
May on 1st and 10. Into traffic, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain. So we're through one quarter of this AFC East contest. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from MetLife coming right up.
A near impossibility and a giant risk for Michigan officials and athletic director Ward Manuel, whose own career is in the crosshairs as this search unfolds with an outside investigation.
Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. May now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Yeah, timing's really been the issue for Michigan here.
Going again, it's May.
After most of the coaching carousel has gone down.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Opening coming, and you just heard interim coach Biff Poggi say the other day as many as 25 guys maybe might not play in the bowl game for Michigan. You really need to bring someone in, keep as much of this roster
Patriots
together.
punt team coming out to the former 6th-rounder Bryce Baringer to do the honors.
That's really looming on Michigan to try to press
snap came in slow, but he got it away. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks him inside their own 10. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points.
Friday night while I was in Norman and Alabama was down 17-0, I would have said send the plane right now because the uneasiness and angst among Alabama
New York
fans
offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10.
Kalen DeBoer and that team came back from that deficit and won the game. I think Michigan completely
takes the handoff. Now to throw.
Playing a couple of days for the Rose Bowl. Kalen DeBoer moved away from Michigan, but I strongly
on the move, headed right, and they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
We begin with major news in college football. The new Michigan man is Kyle Whittingham.
Ready between the tackles. And he gets him around 6 there. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Vegas Bowl against Nebraska.
3rd down from the gun.
Russell Georgia snap.
That's caught for the first. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Over 66% of his games won conference championships, routinely produced 10 win, 11 win, even a 13-0 season.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Taking new jobs.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And the power play up the gut hole results in 2 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
And then you have the addition of
after the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Maturity, just the grown-up nature of the way Kyle Whittingham.
Here's Taylor to throw.
And after so many years,
it's complete over the middle. And he stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line.
Staff member.
Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
All of that, and we'll see how Kyle Whittingham does on the field, but I think everyone has a high degree of confidence that this program will not be causing embarrassment or scandal under his watch.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Hall. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
The next Jeremiah Smith on the recruiting trail, next Cornell Tate, the next Sonny Styles. He's not that guy.
Throwing Taylor. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
If the deal, if this search started on November 1st, maybe
they'll throw 3rd and long
solution here. But I'm looking at this and I'm saying,
throw it in close to the 8.
This is the
stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Kenny Dillingham, Jed Fish. This is sort of
line up the design keeper. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Team heading into free agency without a head coach. They had to get something done right now.
Well, I think the thing about
this time looking to throw. And the Patriots get there and take him down. And quickly their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Oh, I hate that. They've eaten up some good yardage on this drive, Kate. You get down in the red zone, and this is where you really got to stay on schedule. Let's get some credit to this defense. They know the job they got to do. Got to knock you back and make this now red zone attempt that much more difficult.
Getting Frank right. It wasn't about having this team to win a championship. It was about having a force at the head coaching position that could be looked to, and you could say to yourself, this is someone I want leading young men. That's exactly what Whittingham is. He's not necessarily the long-term solution.
Have to come up with an unlikely 15 here on 3rd and goal.
You also get a A-plus football coach, which is exactly what Michigan needs to be able to say. We were able to do this after what happened in our
and it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
So on 4th down, here comes Nick Folk to attempt this for the Jets. This 32 yards out. It's on the right hash. The kick by Folk is good, and they've taken back the lead.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good than get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Whittingham is respected. Whittingham is experienced. Whittingham is sort of known as a culture builder and a tone setter. Perhaps all things that Michigan could use given the last couple of years. That's not opinion. That's just how do you sum up Sharon Moore's firing in the end of his run at Michigan? All that to say, that could be a massive.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying.
For bowl season, just in time for recruiting in the NIL window.
Fielded by Henderson. He dodged the tackle. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here's New England ready once again on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
here.
I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
It's 4 minutes to go.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10.
I mean, my God. But I'm going to lay low there because I got.
They bring Diggs in motion.
How about the Notre Dame fans? And I know
1st down. May finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
So that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on throw, it's a go-to route to target.
And then, Oklahoma got off to a terrible start. McTeer scores. They obviously.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
But did you love it there from the 2nd quarter on when Alabama came storming back?
They give now to Henderson. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them are just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
6-0 with the 5-0 with the Angels in Game 6 of the World Series thing. Congratulations, Chris.
They now on 3rd down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a New England 1st down.
Texas A&M, a team that Notre Dame could not beat at home. And Miami went there.
They call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Get some space around midfield. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
First down throw for May. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down around the 34.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
You have to create some happen. Now, Indiana, they're great in the turnover margin.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Compared to 0 giveaways overall on the year. So if you want to create some havoc, try to get after the Heisman Trophy winner in Fernando Mendoza.
Gets him on the out route. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
There's no negatives ever on the grade sheet for completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Of his passes, that's going to create some havoc. And then also placing
the air on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a New England 1st down.
And then that's going to create some turnovers as well. That can still some possessions for the
A lot
of games can be won up front. That's just how the game of football is. And finally,
nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
The last time we saw Georgia
bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10.
That was Alabama in the SEC championship game. Now, Ole Miss has a lot of finesse to them, but also physically they are very strong in their
working inside the red zone.
Create some havoc and get out
complete out to the right side. And they'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that 2nd down run.
To see these two engage in
these are the kind of runs, Kate, where the balanced game plan and the balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up the play action, keeps that defense honest.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Of course, well, I don't want to go back to Friday night and show my text on the air.
Shane on the ground here with Henderson. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
Right here, Kate, this is where I'd love to see a team go no huddle. You just ripped off a great run. Momentum changing run. Get back to the line and don't let that defense breathe.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Henderson has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that first down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
There can be two parts to a story, right? The fan is
trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal.
To think that they would have some decorum, right, and not say particularly what.
Running the counter, Stevenson, and he's in for the touchdown. The Patriots take a second-quarter lead. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown.
Individuals as well, but DK understands.
Nice execution to get that counter to the end zone. Maybe not the play we expected, Brock, but the play that they needed right there.
I love a well-executed counter. I really do. It's like a good boxer kick. You set him up with a feint one way, and then you hit him with the knockout the other. Keep them from answering the bell, stopping you from reaching that end zone.
Right?
Regardless on for the extra point.
It's not only the act. It's not only an NFL game where every camera angle goes
right down the middle. It's good. And the Patriots take a 4-point lead.
Let's not play, y'all. Like the shield. How long have we heard that? Protect the shield. So even from a PR standpoint, from an optic standpoint, and arguably from the standpoint of when DK walks over, if you connect with this guy, and I think it's a prosecution process that's going to go on. He hired a lawyer, so it's just all bad all around. And you get it. It's the heightened emotions of a football game. You talk about how these guys react and respond when you. This is our place of employment. Nobody else.
Borregales on to send it away.
Somebody talking to you and critiquing you, but ultimately DK knows better, and the suspension.
On the return, here comes Davis. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. 1 minute, 58 seconds remaining in half number 1, partner. Stick around. It's more from MetLife Stadium on the other side.
Because of a punch thrown by you to a fan on the sideline during the NFL football game. I was like, 2? Okay. Because I thought it could have been more.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. Working now from the gun. Stepping up, and he's going to run. Lewis Slime puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Looking to throw, Taylor. Take it off of it again. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Now we have a member of the Jets hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to take a look at him.
What is your just opinion on the Pro Bowl as a whole? And also, is there a chance that maybe you're heading down to Disney World in Orlando to be head coach of the Pro Bowl games?
No, I don't plan on going to Disney World anytime soon.
It's a huge honor. That would be a huge,
massive. Fresh set downs now from the 39.
Could get 186.
Yeah, maybe win 186. Try to work that into work, nonetheless.
Motioning left is their running back.
That counts, but I love the Pro Bowl.
To the air, Taylor.
Coaching the Pro Bowl.
It's caught right side by Johnson. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns, nowhere for that ball to go.
Because just like anything, when you
last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
When the coaches and the players do vote on it.
He's trying to run for it with Hall. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Frankly, I think it's a shame. I thought the Hawaii setup was outstanding, but in with player safety and everything that goes on, the risk is, I do understand that. and what they've done with us. So I think the league has done.
Now on fourth down, here's Austin McNamara out to punt for the Jets. Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. And a well-placed kick here. Not quite on the goal line, but they're pinned deep at their own 10. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground, Dave Henderson. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. It lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Is this what we're looking at? Are the Niners the path to the Super Bowl?
I think when you look at that offense,
need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Brock Purdy and the way he played, but just some of the design of the offense, all the motions with use check, how hard it is to defend and stay on top of it. I think when you flip that over, we kind of laughed about Phillip Rivers and some of the
throws he was
making, but for that 49ers defense, like Phillip Rivers.
There we go to Henderson on the dump off. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, but really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
May gets it on the design keeper. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
You got the 2 home games, then you go through the playoffs.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our 2nd half gets underway.
Everything is set up for them. Oh, by the way, you're going to play and beat 2 teams that you will have to see in the playoffs, being the Bears and the Seahawks, potentially, and just showing a division opponent, anytime you play them, you want to beat them. They got away with one first game of the season, and they'll see them again in San Francisco.
Now Borregales on to send it away.
These are moments that you, as a player, you couldn't dream
Wangu now to return.
Literally stay at home through the Super Bowl.
And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jets and Brees Hall about set to go on offense. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this 2nd half too as they chase this lead.
Getting that crowd behind you, that helps you on defense as well. It's the Bears for me, and it's because I think this team is needing to continue to prove that they belong. And they've had some really good wins. That win.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10.
Right, you make that play against Green Bay late in the game. You prove to yourself that
throwing off the play fake.
For a large majority of the game, but we had enough.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the 2nd half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
There's a lot at stake for me with the Bears now and going forward, being in this particular situation. And make no mistake about it, we were just there Monday night with San Francisco, obviously in Indianapolis. San Francisco is still held in a high regard.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack.
Being one of the teams that we talk about being Super Bowl favorite.
Taylor now. Throw left side finds Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
To show that what we've done is believable.
They're going to throw.
Believing that taking this quarterback #1 overall.
It's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Austin McNamara will kick this away.
I think when you think about what they did last year, everything about the explosive plays.
Jukes away from one. Can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The New England offense running out now. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Smith is going to have a big day because it opens up, but the commitment to the
good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10.
With Jalen Hurts out of that empty set.
Henderson's going to take this straight ahead. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
The cool thing about a drive starting to run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play, but whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
When Saquon run hit this thing downhill,
May now from the gun.
3-4 yards into the
That's him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
And that's what you saw.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
You've got your linebackers have to play downhill in a hurry. You cannot let him get to you 4 and 5 yards deep. Where
ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Now that 4-3 speed starts to become effective.
Here's May to the air. Will finds his running back, Henderson. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
23 yards.
Harbaugh and Lamar together in their entire tenure together. Is it a certainty both are back with the Ravens next season?
No. Because it is
that's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Here's May on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes are reading you like a book.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
And you're sitting there and you think and you believe that you're not going to get it.
Give up the middle to Stevenson. And that's going to be an 8-yard gain, it looks like, as it puts them in goal to go.
I am saying it is time to extend him again. Is that a rubber stamp or is it not? And considering how difficult
that's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Trying to run it in. It's Henderson. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
If he doesn't get his team into the postseason,
he gets it again. And he will not score. The defense gets him just before he can punch it in. Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now we get to a very interesting call on 3rd down. Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error? Just a single yard to go.
This is a change for me. He's missed a lot of games. How many games?
Henderson.
5, 6 games.
And he's going to make it in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots push their lead further to start the half. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
So should the league
Gallis on for the extra point.
I'm not sure what we should do, but it's a problem.
We're just handing out passes now.
What kind of pass now?
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots drive their lead to 11.
And the ones he's been in,
if they haven't won, you're giving him passes for those too.
Well, what game? Well, you got to give the first game of the year. Henry fumbled. And then he scored 38 points in the game.
Here's the thing. You, of all people giving passes, you've lost your mind. You've lost. I thought you were the Grinch. You couldn't be a bigger Santa than you are right now giving passes. We don't give passes in the NFL. You win the game. Their team had the best roster in the NFL before the season. They're going to miss.
Morgan trying to send it away.
It's a two-time MVP. You did a bad job.
One game now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it.
Yeah, I agree with Tim. I mean, we saw some, I would say shaky
the New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10.
In fact, he's developed so much in Green Bay. It's been really
They'll start this one out with Hall. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Scramble out of empty.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7.
And run off of that, and then if you overcommit, he has the ability as a passer to punish
takes the handoff. Now the throw.
If you give him one-on-one,
wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it's third down.
A backup quarterback.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. Just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Throw here, third down. Taylor going downfield, it's caught. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
Do you still consider them a Super Bowl contender?
No, and it stinks because I love this Packers team. I love Matt LaFleur. I love what Jordan Love can do.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless. He took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Football's on the 48. Here we go, first down.
Double as quick as any, just him being on the field, his presence, the way that the entire gravity of the play went towards him, because offense
from the gun, it's Hall.
The sack
on the move, past the 40. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That's all they needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. It became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Here's Taylor to throw. Steps up, and he's running with it. And there's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense is set. This is second and 2.
Johnson showed in a big way. I know there was weeks, but you look at the last few weeks.
They're running the option, short side. And they'll start some work to do now on third down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
Or Morton's got to figure out a way to get some.
Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. Here he is on third and short. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
All right, guys, the Detroit Lions should trade Amon-Ra St. Brown, one of my favorite players in the NFL. Serious?
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
This is thrown towards a defender instead, and then he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's just dig out your heart and soul and take it out.
They're going to throw out of the gun.
What have they accomplished in the postseason? Their defenses.
And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming 3rd down.
I love that play. I mean, it's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Oh, Taliban! Oh, Taliban!
From the gun on 3rd down. Hits the slant. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
The Steelers got rid of this is the toughest.
Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Jets shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Goal line formation, a give to the fullback, powering forward. Is that Lorenzo Neal? That Tom Rathman down there, Brock? It doesn't get more old school smash mouth than that.
Yeah, I think you could go back to the early 1900s with no face masks and still find that play, that formation, and yes, sometimes even that touchdown.
Pass rushers have been trained last couple of years. Khalil Mack, it happens.
Yes, yeah. All right, word.
Aaron Glenn keeping his kicker on the sideline, Brock. He wants to here.
The Jets will line up for a
flying forward on the ground. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt.
The reason I wouldn't compare
well, 2 left on the table there. Forget the goal line, Brock. They barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, to me right there, Kate, that's a sign this defense did their homework, studied their tendencies. Yeah, no way that running back was going to get that one in, not with that force of the defense coming at
that
you
him.
have a chance. And then you go back to the Super Bowl versus Bill Belichick and the way that offense didn't show up under Sean McVay, or you go to the second half of the NFC Championship 3 years ago in San Francisco. Think back to last year against the Washington Commanders and all the turnovers Jared Goff had in that game. And now you're going to look at a must-have-it game for the Detroit Lions. You understand what your defense is facing with all of those injuries, and to turn the football over 5 times. To look
so after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off.
To feel like you don't have an answer to what Brian Flores and the defense is presenting to you is unacceptable.
And he's brought down just inside the 25.
This is the head coach.
The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
What's the latest you're hearing on the Michigan coaching search?
New England bringing the offense to the line. First and 10.
Let's start from the macro. It's been 2 weeks from today.
It's Henderson on the give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Christmas, and then immediately after Christmas doesn't appear likely as well. So pushing
last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
There's 3 candidates right now.
Going play action, May.
In their crosshairs, and that's
caught by his fullback behind the line. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down, game on the 27th. Fish has a roster. He's attempting to retain.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Lewis mentioned with the portal, it's all a high-stakes game of poker when every single college football player is
on play action. Here's May.
Come January 2nd. And
hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Daryl Jackson out in Seattle, they showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route, and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Alabama in the Patriots. Those guys just talked about on January.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. One back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
If he wins, or if he decides not to go, if they do have that conversation.
First down throw for May.
It happen until January 2nd, the day before.
And they're going to tag a defender with this one.
Floodgates could open at Michigan with players leaving. Retention is going to be a huge issue. So certainly, he's the candidate they've covered. And certainly,
and it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down.
And a giant risk for Michigan officials.
Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone.
An outside investigation at the athletic department to wait for the
running it after the penalty. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Opening up on January.
Motion the slot man right.
They want is a mass exodus.
Operating from the gun. Here's May. Throw is caught. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Lucrative deals to stay in place. And then someone like
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Winning and is still coaching in the college football playoff. But with that January 2nd
from the gun, it's May.
And you just heard interim coach Biff Poggi say the other day.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You really need to bring someone
in.
And
this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal.
A number of questions about Kalen DeBoer and whether or not he's going to.
Henderson here from the gun. And the defense wins this rep. That's stuck at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
Well, one defender failed while his buddy was there to swarm to the ball, make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Send the play right now because the uneasiness and
anticipating the pass, defense out there in dime. It's 3rd and goal.
Way up there, but as Kalen DeBoer and that team came back from that deficit and won the
game, looking to throw. Setting up the
ball.
screen with Henderson. No luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they sent him backwards on 3rd and goal.
They would have written a
now they'll get some time to mull this decision. They'll have 4th and goal after the break. It's the Patriots with it, currently holding a not-so-comfortable lead here.
We begin with major news in college football. The new Michigan man is Kyle Whittingham. The longtime Utah coach has agreed to a 5-year deal to replace Sharon Moore, who was fired December 10th for, among other things,
big moment here for Andres Borregales. A pretty automatic look for him from the left.
The winningest coach in Utah history. He stepped down 2 weeks ago.
And it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
Over 21 years at Utah, won over 66% of his games, won conference championships, routinely produced 10-win, 11-win, even a 13-0 season. Maxed out the Utes program. This is an excellent.
Now Borregales on to send it away.
Considering the timing of when they were looking for
Wangu now to return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Jets and Breece Hall, that's set to go on offense. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground.
Really good on both lines. Physical football that Michigan likes to play. And then you have the addition of the character, the maturity, just the grown-up nature of the way Kyle Whittingham and his program does business.
New York to the line,
so
1st and 10.
Of chaos and the recent firing of Sharon Moore for the inappropriate relationship with with a staff member.
They start the
Michigan's
drive
ready for
home
the scandals.
with the second level at the 40. And all the way up to the 42-yard line before he stopped.
On the field.
The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Now it's Taylor. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. But it looked like someone on the Jets got to it first, so the Jets hold on to the football. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
What he is instant credibility.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Jets first down.
He took over from Urban Meyer. That's how long he's been there. This is a home run considering the circumstances. Now, if the deal, if this search started on November 1st,
that wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage. I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Kenny Dillingham, Jed Fish. This is sort of like a different version of
second down now. They need 7.
Culture setter. And to Kevin's point, I think in 2 or 3 years, you're probably looking at, hey, all right, how do we close the gap?
To the air, Taylor.
This certainly gives them credibility.
Finds the in route complete. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
His ability to
they'll motion him out of the backfield.
Also keep those young men's memories alive. What you want at Michigan is someone to come in.
That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Having a force at the head coaching position that could be looked to.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
I want leading young men. That's exactly what Winningham is. He's not necessarily the long-term
shotgun snap, looking to throw.
All that you'll get from him as a human.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Michigan still trying to find a head coach after Sharon Moore's everything after the firing, and it appears they've narrowed their focus to Utah coach Kyle Whittingham. Dan Wetzel, Pete Thamel reporting.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down.
Utes coach. His candidacy expected to be shared.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
All things that Michigan could use given the last couple
of years. A lot of pressure on this kick for Nick Folk.
How do you sum
this is a 35-yard look from the right hash.
His run at Michigan. All that to say that could be
kicked well, and this is good. And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now, well, now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
There's a lot of them here, and I was going to use Sirianni, but I picked on him so much. What the word is he doing going for 2?
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off.
Saturday night analytics. I mean, analytics nonsense.
Fielded by Henderson. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense.
They got robbed by not getting to the final 12. And then, Oklahoma got off to a terrible start. The 2 scores. They obviously, threw interceptions and they kicked the field goal and everything else.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10.
There from the second quarter on, when Alabama came storming back, scored 1 million points in a row, and all of a sudden,
quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And this one does not go far.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
6-0 with the 5-0 with the Angels in Game 6 of the World Series tonight. Congratulations, Chris. Next thing you know, I lose Game 6.
May now from the gun.
You got to let go a little bit.
And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Intercepted ball all over the place. And won a game in
May now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. 4th down coming up.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. That force, that contact separated man from ball.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Jets out to begin another drive. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
They're great in the turnover margin, plus 17 on the season, so that means they have 17 takeaways compared to 0
Starting out trips right here, 1st and 10.
So if you want to create some havoc, try to get after the Heisman Trophy winner in Fernando.
And going play action.
Speed up this play clock and make
on him quick, and they bring him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
78% of his passes. That's going to create some havoc. And then also play some tight coverage on Jeremiah Smith. Force him to come off with some releases. And don't get me wrong, he's a great player for a reason. But I still believe the Canes can cause some disruption up front. Ruben Bain, Mesidor, all these kind of guys can get after the passer, and then that's going to create some turnovers as well. That can steal some possessions for the Canes.
Yeah, a lot of games can be won up front. That's just how the game of football is. And finally, Georgia taking on Ole Miss. What do you see there?
Yeah, well, this
after
one is
the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up.
The big dog over the little dog, and that was Alabama in the SEC championship game. Now, Ole Miss
Taylor
has a lot of finesse to him, but also physically they are very strong in their front.
The cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the 1st down play, forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult 3rd down now staring you in the face.
Then you can have some play action passes.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Third and long for him here. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Paul, what would a win mean for Caleb?
This quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Punt team on the field. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward.
Greg's friends and neighbors and former teammates who were about to
put Caleb DeBoer near the 40-yard line.
Send him to
the Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here.
Own the city of Tuscaloosa.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10.
And listen,
here's May to the air.
There can be two steps.
Complete to Diggs out left. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
And throw a punch at him. He must have said something pretty egregious. And I think
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Both of these individuals as well. But DK understands. First of all, you can't go to the stand. That's number one. No matter
trying an inside give to Henderson. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
It's not only an NFL game where every camera
throw, 3rd and long.
Everything when your name is DK Metcalf.
They cross the 40 on a nice run. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Standpoint, and arguably from the standpoint of when DK walks over, if you connect with this guy, and I think it's a prosecution process.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Good throw completed by May. They haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
1st down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field and tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Henderson on his own read. They get forward about 5 yards, looks like. It's 2nd down now.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Completed over the middle, and he's brought down after a short gain.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and
2. 3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4th. Trying to throw for it with May. He finds him beyond the marker. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
They're going to try with the wideout. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Here's May. Makes the catch. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
A gain of 10 yards. It's now 3rd down and goal.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Trying to sneak May. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Patriots make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. Drake made the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
One after is good by Borregales. And the Patriots push the lead up to 12.
34, Jets 22.
Now Borregales on to send it away.
Kickoff for New England.
Wangu now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now here comes the New York offense. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Taylor. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first, guarantee some yards, and then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it, 2nd and 10. Here's Taylor. He keeps it and takes off. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Throwing, Taylor. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Taylor. Throw left side, complete. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw was looking for Mason Taylor. So 2nd down coming up. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets down by